Hi everyone, today I'll be introducing the earthworm, one of nature's most important yet overlooked creatures. Today we're going to be talking about how they're ecosystem engineers, and this is made, of course, by me, Viridiana Nunez. My section is 516. So today we're going to be discussing several things such as their traits, how they live, its ecological role, and why humans depend on it more than we should. Okay, to get started, the introduction, the common name that most people know it as is the earthworm. The scientific name is Lumbricus terrestris. The earthworm plays a key role in soil health and nutrient cycling. They are known as ecosystem engineers because they modify the physical, chemical, and biological properties of the soil profile. They recycle organic material, increase nutrient availability, and improve soil structure. Those are some of the few different things that earthworms do. There's over 6,000 different species about earthworms. I didn't add that to the slides, but that's just a fun fact that I wanted to throw out. We can continue to the next slide. For natural habitat, earthworms tend to live in a wide range of moist, nutrient-rich environments, such as garden soil, forest floors, grasslands, fields, compost piles. Through one of my sources, I find out through moisture, they tend to want that because they do breathing from their skin. Temperatures that they like or recommend on the sources was 10 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. Not only that, but the shade and humidity also helps them. And yeah. To continue on, they tend to avoid direct sunlight and dry conditions so they themselves don't really dry out and are able to breathe. To the next slide, how the worm tends to get its food. They are called detritivores, meaning they feed on decomposing organic material, like dead and decaying organic matter. As they move through the soil, they consume small bits of leaf and organic debris. And basically, I found out they consume small portions of soil, plant matter, and microbes. Their beneficial bacteria help them break down these composts, and what they producing worm castings, which are basically nutrient-rich waste that fertilizes the soil. This constant recycling keeps the soil healthy and productive. Later in a little bit, I'll explain more about that, how it's beneficial to humans. It's known as fertilizer and black gold. They eat dead leaves, decaying roots, grass, manure, etc. To continue on, we're going to now move towards the predator and prey relationship. Earthworms, they are considered the prey, and some of their predators that they have to be aware of are birds, reptiles, amphibians, centipedes, skunks, rats, and so much more, but those are the most common ones. Their position on the tree of life / traits. Some of the things that stuck out to me, I added an image with more of their body parts labeled, is their segmented body, the setae, and as I mentioned before, the respiration through the skin. I'm not going to read the domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, and family, genus, and species. Y'all can take a look of that. That information is provided for y'all. And last but not least, we're going to go over ecological and human importance. Like I mentioned before, earthworms are essential ecosystem engineers. They recycle nutrients. They create tunnels that help make air pockets in the soil, essentially, and make it easier for roots to grow. Farmers tend to rely on them to keep the soil fertile, as I mentioned before. Earthworms help remove their surface from material that can block water from entering the soil and increases soil fertility, recycling waste products, and they help restore functioning ecosystems both above and below the ground. Um, but yeah, thank you for joining me, and here are my resources.